Freek Schipper and you're watching HKFC TV. I'm from the beautiful city of Amsterdam in Holland. What got me into football? Well, I think in Holland for sure, and probably in other European countries as well. You just play with your friends after school. So I can't really remember, I started playing like after school and in between breaks and stuff when I was about 4 or 5, and then joined my first real club when I was 5, almost 6 I think.
What club was that?
That was a really small local club called FDO, which no one's ever heard of.
FDO.
And doesn't even exist anymore either, so this is, yeah, it's quite cool. I'm 26.
26?
Yeah.
So you played for 20 years?
Yeah, pretty much. What makes a good footballer? Well, obviously you can talk about all the technical aspects of the game and stuff like that. But I think a good footballer is someone that keeps playing his own game, the game that he believes in. So let's say if you think of yourself as a passing player, like a midfielder like myself, even if the game is tough, even if the game is hard, try to keep playing in the same way. Don't adapt your style. Believe in yourself. I think that's the most important thing. Because otherwise it's really hard to point out what makes someone a good player. Box to box, I think. Lots of energy, fitness, a lot of fitness. Pretty good at keeping the ball, I think. Of course my hair is pretty good. Well, at least that's what I believe. Yeah, midfield warrior I've been called before. Ask Liam Brennan about that.
Yeah.
So you know me, flying tackles, diving headers, that kind of things. Yeah. Aggressive, yeah.
And on the ground a lot.
And on the ground a lot, of course.
Oh.
There's always two sides of the story, obviously.
Yeah.
But well, if I like taking personally, I always think it's quite fun to make a good dive. I've had some terrible ones as well in my life. I've even been diving in social football, which is obviously horrible. But I think like a good dive, obviously you get a result in a free kick or a penalty or something like that.
Yeah.
But it also winds up the opponent, and they obviously get angry with the ref, which is always a funny thing. So yeah, I personally quite like a good dive too. I think you gotta stick together, and I think that was a main difference as well between my first season for the football club when we came 3rd in the league, and the second season, so last season when we won the league. I think the main difference, it wasn't even that we had some new players or anything. I think it was we really played as a team, and we started the season bad. I think we lost the first game, and we lost the 4th again or something like that. So we lost 2 games in 2 out of the first 4 games. But we just put our heads together and we kept working hard together, and I think that's the main thing. Especially in Hong Kong, with where it's always tough and you've got the referees and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to stick together and you got to believe in your teammates. And I think we've been lucky that we have. Last year we had a few, and they're still in the squad, a few exceptional players and some leaders on the pitch as well. So
right.
That's very good, I think. Well, I've never played in the first division in Hong Kong before, so it's hard for me to talk about. I don't have any experience. I've been told that the main difference this time is that we go up with the same boys that actually won the league, that won the second division, instead of course we try to sign a couple of new players, and we need to make the squad bigger, but we won't completely change the squad, and I think that's a good thing. Obviously we all know each other, we keep the same coach as well. Tony Seeley, Paul Foster and Anto Gabo will come in as well. So that's really good. They know us, we know them, we know what they want from us, we know the kind of football that they want us to play. Obviously it's going to be really tough. I was told that South China's got a budget of 40 million Hong Kong a year, and our budget is somewhere around, well, 0. Yeah. So, that just tells it. They train once, maybe even twice a day. We're probably going to train 3 times a week. But, it's the responsibility of every individual player to get himself as fit as possible.
Yeah.
Get our heads on it and just work really hard. And I think we can do a job. Obviously, there'll be some really, really tough games, and you might get beat pretty easily a couple of times. But, if you can get a couple of results earlier on, why not? It's a good chance. it would be it would be quite interesting to say, oh, we're going to go in and win there. Like I said, I believe it was 2 years ago that we would go and win the Soccer Sevens, and we got knocked out by Lucky Mile. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut now.
I remember
just be realistic. I think, yeah, we got to try and stay in the first division. If you ask me what's really important, I think we need to try to get a bit more support from the whole section. I mean, it's called the soccer section, so we're all one section, and we all belong to the same section.
Yeah.
If you compare, for example, with the rugby section, I mean, it's the same club, it's the football club, but they all come down, they watch each other's games, and they get a pretty decent crowd for their league games, the first team at least. And I just hope that we get quite a lot of people from within the club, and especially within the section, to come down and watch our games and support us. I mean, we would really appreciate that, and that would, I believe that will make a big difference. I don't know. I mean, it would be typically the Dutch to play. Well, obviously our first game wasn't great, but to have a good second, third game in a group, win our group, then play a good match in the round of last 16, and then we probably get beat by someone in the quarterfinals because we found out that Van Persie slept with Wesley Sneijder's girlfriend or something like that, or they argue over the free kicks or whatever. So are we going to win it? No, probably not. Well, I mean, quarters, semi-finals, something like that, but I don't think we'll go all the way. I was obviously going to say, just as pretty much everyone else in the world, Spain, but then they got beat last night. I can't say this being Dutch, but right now I put my money on the Germans, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to, yeah.
Nice.
They're really, really strong, so
They do.
yeah, I have to. My surprise team, well, I said before the tournament, I said it was going to be Uruguay. They disappointed a bit in their first game, although, I mean, they got a result against France, which is not too bad. And then they played pretty well last night, beating South Africa 3-0. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick with that, but I would like to add South Korea as well, because that'll be a good sign.
Freek Schipper, good luck with the upcoming season.
Thanks, Owen.
And we shall see you soon.
Cheers.
Say something.
Hello. Shin is an asshole.
That's not true.
Everyone hates Shin. HKFC TV is rubbish.